Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, and welcome to Margs with the Boys. Today we have a
bad job.
What do you mean bad job?
Bad opening.
I'm killing it over
Bad
here.
opening.
Why did you say good morning? It's a podcast.
We are a
You don't know when someone's listening.
nationwide, worldwide, global podcast. I can pull up the analytics right now.
No, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even care. I don't even care about the good morning.
Are you
what
gonna,
I care
you gonna
about
let me?
is I care about the boys. Sounded like boys, like with a Y.
I haven't finished the intro yet.
We're not boys.
Scootish.
We're
I already
boys,
finished it.
As in B
I'm
O
not done
The
yet.
music, you lost your chance. I already finished it. The show
That's
started.
Considered.
We're live.
job.
Not the worst intro we've done.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
We've had worse.
Margs with the Boys, episode 15, everybody. We're here with
Garfield.
special guest, Techno Finn, taking the place of TV for Good, who has,
Been
got-
murdered by Jyggy 11
No,
with
he's-
Nerf
no, he's-
ninja swords. And chat, don't let the opposition silence you. Speak out against your abusers.
He's in
Rise
Bora
above
Bora.
them And drink their blood.
There's at least
so that you may
15
share
or
the
16 men
knowledge.
and women around him. He's drinking some sort of marg.
He's not.
You know TB. Anyway, we're here today. We're going to talk about we're going to do a little news roundup, and then we're going to talk about the Nintendo Direct rumors that are going on here. We have I already said it, but welcome Techno Finn, normally our producer for the show, guesting on it. Hello, Techno.
You know, it's truly a last-minute effort in a very problematic situation when I have to come on the show, because typically I'm the man behind the curtains. I'm the guy trying to get the notifications for subs and bits turned off and screaming and yelling that I didn't get the right take of the picture. This time we got it.
Yeah.
Because
This is
I
a very good
actually
take.
we got it.
This is actually going to be my last March with the Boys. I always told Doug privately, the minute Techno Finn's on, I walk.
You know, that
Alright,
goes
you did tell me
inside with me saying that the minute that I'm on the show's dead.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it.
Yeah.
Idiot. God, I hate him. Ugh.
Welcome to the final episode of Margs with the Boys. Oh man, but yes, once again, so Techno is with us today. Scootish, how are you? Other than being furious that Techno is here and the TB is off in Bora Bora.
Dad, because you killed him. I'm doing pretty good.
Okay, I'm glad.
Pretty
I'm
good.
glad.
It's been a good week for video gaming. Let me just say that. It's been a very good week for video gaming.
Yeah. Doug,
We
how
oh, sorry.
I was just asking how Doug
yeah,
was,
no,
but I want
ask
to know
Doug,
what
yeah.
you have
No,
to
no,
say.
ask
That's great,
Doug,
but I want to
ask
hear
Doug,
what
how are you
Scootish
doing?
has to say.
I really want to know what Scootish has to say.
I want to know what Doug has to say first.
I feel great. I look great. And
You do look
obviously-
great.
You do.
Thank you.
You
Thank
do.
you.
Look
I was
great.
I did some fishing there too, and it worked.
See, Doug goes fishing. Scootish, we were talking about this before the show started. Scootish will not go fishing with me. What is why? Why will you not go
fish.
fishing with me?
I'm afraid of fish. Don't like fish. Also don't like birds.
Do you eat fish?
Yes.
What's wrong
Because
with
it asserts
birds?
dominance.
Yeah, you should face your fears by eating them.
Yeah, it's the eyes that wig me out.
The eyes are weird. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I would think like maybe like the fins or the scales or whatever would be more scary than the eyes. Eyes
No,
are just
it-
eyeballs. Everything has eyeballs.
No, it's the eyes and how big and dilated they are, and also fishing involves that I have to go out on water, and I'm kind of afraid of like the ocean. Like, I'm fine with beaches, but the minute you take me out like far, even in a lake, sometimes like I'll like get real anxious, like really nervous and scared.
Because you're
Because,
on
like-
a weird floating thing in the middle of a
Yeah, you
large body of
You
water.
feel a little helpless. You can't just like
Yeah.
get up.
Yeah.
And walk away.
No, there is literally nothing you can do. Like, literally nothing. And it is very scary. And I don't like it.
I take it you didn't like the open water then. You don't like shark movies?
The film? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No, I mean, I'm in a movie, I'm like, oh, whatever. But like, if I'm there, I'm like, oh my God, I would rather die. Like, I went to Aruba for my parents' wedding anniversary, and they're like, "Oh, we booked a cruise, like a booze cruise." I'm like, I'm gonna vomit. And sure enough, I didn't even drink, and I vomited the most out of anyone there.
Wow. Well, there you go. You learn something new about Scootish every week. You know, new
I
thing.
puked on a lady that day.
Oh, maybe she liked it.
Yeah, she was at the wrong place at the wrong time. She was not happy.
No,
She's not thrilled.
Yeah,
I just told her to dunk in. She was in the water already. I just told her to dunk in the water more. You know.
Wait. She was swimming and you threw up on her when she was in the water.
Like right up the side of the boat.
I just needed to vomit. I just pulled over the rail and I just bleh, and you know it landed on her head. And like
you leaned over the rail and you're
she's like,
I feel
I'm the asshole. Like,
go underwater.
What are you doing? Go underwater, idiot. She was being a forehead about it, honestly.
Man,
she was
that was the
really
wrong place at the wrong time. Honestly, definitely wrong place at the wrong time.
I think that's on her. That's not on me. That's on her.
Yeah, I mean, hey, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It happens. So, you know, it definitely happens. But Techno, what's been going on with you? What's been up with you? You know, we don't have guests often. You know, and it's even though you're
you're our third guest.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
You know, same old, just busy.
And you're an asshole about it because we literally can't clickbait you at all.
No, you can't because I don't make content.
Yeah, I know. You're nothing and a no one.
Know
your place.
Oh, God.
Excuse me. Techno actually is a famous Minecraft YouTuber. This is actually like on his resume when I hired him as editor.
Every time you have him on a video, everyone is like, "Oh, is that the famous one?"
It's him.
Oh, yeah.
He returns.
Well, so third guest and third unique boy to have been replaced by a guest. Like each of us that isn't Jyggy has been replaced by a guest one time.
Have you been replaced once to Doug?
Doug
yeah, you had Johnny on for me.
Were you not there?
I wasn't there. I still haven't listened to that episode. It's on my queue, but I haven't listened.
Bruh, I thought you were there.
No, so TB got replaced by Techno. You got replaced by Luke that one time for Star Wars, and then I got replaced by Johnny.
I'm the only one that has been on all 15 episodes of Margs of the Boys.
Yeah.
I don't think
it'd be very interesting to see if we ever replace you for an episode. What we do?
No, we could replace me. It'd be easy.
Yeah, give us a stream key. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, I would make it happen. Oh, that'd be awesome. I want to do that. Let's replace Jyggy, guys. Who should we replace Jyggy with for
I'm sure I'll get sick at least one time in my life.
Ghost.
Let you guys.
Who do we replace Jyggy 11 with?
Post one in chat if you want to be on the podcast.
Oh, Sailor Sugar Plum.
Oh, that
is the inevitable Jyggy 11 replacement.
Definitely. Wait, who was Oh, you're right. You're right. Luke and then Johnny and now Techno. Those are the those are the guests that we've had. Yeah, definitely. Cool. But you know what day is today? This is today is the day. I played the music millions of times, and actually, you know what's funny? Twitch actually put out a gimmick today too, that we can kind of wrap into this. But today is the 21st day of September, 21st night. Do you remember the 21st night of September? And it's been kind of crazy because it's like normally, I don't know about you, Scoot or Doug, but I mean, I make it a big bit each year where for the entire month of September, I only play September covers, remixes, and like meme music.
I know you do this, and I know you get really excited about this.
I love it. I
just have never cared about this song or this music.
Well,
but every year it keeps popping back into my life, and I think every year I get angrier and angrier about it.
It's my favorite. It's honestly one of my favorite bits that I can do once a year, and it's just play the same exact song every single night. But this year, unfortunately, I could not do it. I could barely do it. I did it a little bit today, and I've done it like one or two times on the other thing, or throughout the month, because of the fact that Twitch has been cracking down on DMCA. And it's one of those things where no matter how much you modify this song, it is still owned by Sony, and it will get you, muted and destroyed.
I just got this is surprise news segment. I just got an email today from Twitch saying that they have reached an agreement with the NMPA, the
Yes.
National Music Publishers Association, to build productive partnerships between Twitch and music publishers. So they are apparently working on it a little bit. They'll still crack down if you're being bad, but they can. There's now going to be a system in place where people who own sort of the rights to music can speak to Twitch and not kill people for using their music. So it's a start, I guess.
Yeah,
It's honestly a really big thing that has happened.
Yeah.
Since like the last year has been very, very difficult for content creators. I personally I can't speak to this for obvious reasons.
why
but
you edit my stuff. You know
Yeah, but
the
like
stuff I go through.
you don't get hit with like DMCA's, which is fortunate. But as of right now, we don't know what direction they're gonna go with in terms
Yeah,
of
true.
covering these broadcasters. But finally, striking a deal with the NMPA is truly a great step in the right direction.
Yeah, they've sort of been kicking their feet or dragging their feet for a while, so it's good to hear that they're doing something. So hopefully this alleviates some of that mess that's been going on.
Yeah, I mean it's one of those things where I read the email this morning, and basically it just seems like they're making it so then you don't just get automatically just like flagged, that basically they're gonna give like a warning system like they do on YouTube
Yes.
and stuff like that. But I think that this is like you said, Doug, this is like a major step in a direction of allowing us to kind of know more what we can and cannot do. Because this past year has been, what can I play? What won't get me in trouble? How do I prove that I can play this? And like, I'm just too scared and anxious to actually play the music that I want to play.
Yeah, and there's still like a lot of false positives as well. Like
Yeah.
a lot of our musician streamer friends have been
Yeah.
like hit with like, you were playing, this song. Like, well, it was me playing a cover
Yeah.
of that song, and I'm sorry that I nailed it so hard that it rocked and you thought it was the real thing, but I did that. Or like even people's original music is getting hit, and like it's just it's discouraging, and I'm glad that they've done something now, and steps are being made to get us past this. So that's
Yeah.
nice.
I'm really hoping that this leads to basically just like a flat guide that will like a flattened like guidelines that will say. And I actually recently, as in like last Friday, had an actual a meeting with Twitch. I got like an email asking to do like a Twitch and meeting like user research gimmick thing. Is they got me involved, so I got on with a like the head creator of Twitch Soundtrack, which I don't know if you have you used it, Scootish?
No, I hate that thing.
Okay, have you used it, Doug?
I've never even heard of it.
I have not used it just because I assumed it would be like the most like generic Monster Cat style, like that kind of gimmick music that you hear on like the one viewer Andy streams. And I for me it's like I'm all about at least trying to get the music that I want to play on my stream. But it was actually really awesome. It was an hour meeting where I kind of went through and explained everything that I do when it comes to music and how I play it. And they are really trying to make Soundtrack more or less a competitor to Spotify, where they're going to allow, kind of like how Netflix and HBO and all those license specific shows, they want to license specific music from different artists that say, hey, you can play, Taylor Swift this month because we have the license to play Taylor Swift. That's kind of the way that they're moving, and I think that that's a cool thing. But I mean, we'll see if they get there. It was a good meeting. It was a cool meeting, and it was cool to kind of express what I do.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that works, I guess.
I hope it works out. For me, like, I think with Soundtrack and with the other like fixes that there are, like, I don't know, like, I don't know. I find the DMCA music people, like, the thing that gets me is when like the weirdest music is DMCA. Like last night, I played like this sad music, literally no vocals on it, just literally just piano. And then I went into like a Yusei run to like open up a Pokemon card pack. And the thing that got DMCA'd was the random sad music, but Yusei run did not get DMCA'd. So like that's the music I want. Like I don't want like Taylor Swift. I don't want to listen to Taylor Swift while I'm live streaming. I'm literally trying to like put on a show. You know, I
Yeah.
think it's like I find it weird when people like put on like Kanye and just are like literally silent and like listen to Kanye like rapping, and then he like says like a verse that's really dope, and like that like the white skateboard stoner guy just goes, "Oh, dude, facts," and then just goes back to listening. I'm so confused why people want like these big like songs to like play anyway. Like
But that's
we
that's
want-
a type of Twitch, dude. Like
I
that's
think that's
I'm gonna
weird.
say that that's a side of Twitch. I think that I technically doesn't stream, but I stream, you stream, Doug streams. We're kind of different. You as you say, you're putting on a show. You want different music than just, hey, bro, I'm really good at Call of Duty and I'm gonna play it for 9 hours live on stream, and I want to listen to my cayenne pepper music. Like that's kind of how it works. Like it's a different
Yeah.
side. It's there are so many different types of streamers, and it's one of those things where there are so many of them that they just want a game. They want to listen to music, and then they want to have chat open. Maybe put a camera on them. They don't want. I don't want to say they don't put like effort, because it's definitely effort, but it's like a different kind of show. Like you don't see Ninja go playing sad music and crying because of Doritos. You don't see even speedrunners. It's a different type of thing. They're there for the game.
Oh, true. Okay,
know?
yeah.
Like
I get
sometimes,
that.
like,
All
it's
right,
just
all
a
right.
I think
vibe.
all three of us, Doug included, because Doug has the whole gimmick with your games and the way you run your show.
Mhm.
We are Doug, I think, is the most game focused out of all of us.
I agree.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
concur.
But it's one of those things where you still put on a show where there's different broadcasters that are just like, I'm going to play Warzone for the next 5 hours with my copyrighted music playing, and you're going to give me money. And that's they do that. That's just the thing.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
fair.
like there's ways around it. Like, a lot of times people have, good relationships directly with the people who make the music. Like, people put on Insane in the Rain music, or my friend Steve puts on some music that his own friend made and like has permitted him to use on his stream, and like so you can, I guess, go that route. But yeah, you can't just put on Kanye or Taylor Swift or whatever and just, vibe to it while you're getting kills in Call of Duty or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Like to me, like I think it's cap when like there's like it's if it's a cover, if it's like not discernible like who made it, I'm like, why am I getting DMCA'd for this? Like
Yes.
that's crazy.
like there's it's legality is so strange, and like there's Carlos has a great FAQ about it where like he can give you the rights to play his cover, but he doesn't own like the arrangement rights, so he can't fully protect you
Oh,
from
okay. Huh.
yeah
I guess I never thought of it like that. Okay.
yeah
I
there's
mean, I guess that's a
performance
little
and there's
different.
arrangement, like then those are two separate categories, so it's very
Yeah.
you need a lawyer to navigate these waters for sure, to really understand like fully like what your capabilities are.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
like even with our music friends really are the ones that have done the mega research on this. I mean, I know Jared, 8-bit drummer, has
Mhm.
like basically gone through every single song that he has the ability to drum to on a stream, and Jackson Brody does the same exact thing.
Mm.
Where it's like, these are the songs that I can play legally.
Yeah, like just
So.
imagine like that's what they do. That's their whole thing, is playing music, and like imagine how just scary this last year has been, just with that huge question mark kind of looming over everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. That all makes sense to me. I think it's dumb. Just like I like to me, like stealing a movie, I get that. But like if I'm using like a scene from like a movie or a TV show or like music in like a YouTube video or Twitch, I'm not robbing anyone. Like, I'm not hurting a sale of that song. Because, like, especially with Twitch, because, like, once the stream's over, that content's dead for the most part. Like, you can make the argument, like, oh, but, like, VODs exist. But, like, who goes back and watches VODs? Like,
I think that's the
stop.
first thing they do when you get a strike is they like delete your VOD.
Yeah, they
or
delete the
whatever.
VOD.
Yeah, no, 100%. But, like, so, like, what I'm saying is, like, it's not that big of a deal. And, like, these companies need to, like, realize that, like, we're not hurting you. If anything, we're inspiring the people watching us and our content to either go look at the music, to like go listen, or to go buy like something to go watch the show on.
It is sort of, I think, growing pains for these industries. Like there was a while where some game companies like Atlas, I think in particular, was cracking down on people streaming Persona 5. And like some other companies did it as well, because they were like, oh, we don't want people to not buy the game if they see someone play through the whole thing, so you can only play like up to a certain point or whatever.
Well,
And I
Well,
think some of that
no,
could
even
eventually,
so with the Atlas thing, I want to clear that up.
sure.
For the Atlas thing, at the point of the game where they were like, please stop at this point. It wasn't even like a hard like DMCA thing. It was like it was like a hey, please stop. There's like a big twist. So if you continued, you would ruin the twist, you know?
Okay.
And I know I'm kind of spoiling the game now by saying there's a twist, but come on.
Okay, well, I was just thinking, like, some game companies think that people won't buy games based
Yeah.
on Twitch, but like, look at Among Us, look at,
Yeah.
like PUBG stuff like people see that and they get really into it, and like, sure, they might like watching
Oh,
it,
yeah.
but then they might want to play it and they'll
Mhm.
pick it up, and
But-
like, it's free advertising a lot of times to.
And
do
Nintendo's
that.
a big culprit. I love Nintendo, but they're a big culprit of not being big supporters of what I call influencer marketing, which I think is what it's actually called. Which is like, hey, I'm gonna go. I mean, Scootish is a great example of this. I wonder how many people bought WarioWare, Shake It or whatever. Because
I actually influenced multiple people not to buy it.
there you go. I mean,
I
well,
haven't heard good things, unfortunately.
Listen, I got into a bunch of fights about this game with my editor, the amazing Duprific, or as I like to call him,
Love him.
Driprific. He
Drip.
drips. He's
He
got
drips.
drip. He loves WarioWare. I liked WarioWare too when I was paying like $20-$30 for it.
sure.
The fact that I now have to pay like $50 for WarioWare is
Yeah.
it's just asinine.
Hmm.
And I like I was done the entire game in like 3 hours. And I know like a lot of the point of WarioWare is to like keep going and like get high scores and all that stuff. But for me, maybe WarioWare is just not my game, and I just don't play games like that. So
I
maybe
didn't
that's
buy it.
more on me.
From what I understand, this one is quite different from the typical format as well. So-
Not even really.
No? Okay.
Like not realistically. Like it's still like the same like weird mini games like where you're given like a quick phrase and like you have to figure out what the phrase means and
Yeah.
like beat the game. You just get to control like
A guy.
it's like random based on who you're controlling, and
Yeah,
like each
everyone
character has like a different
capabilities.
control.
Yeah.
Each character has like a different gimmick. Like there's like a dog and a cat. Like player 1 is always the dog, player 2 is always the cat, but the player 1 always faces the right and shoots to the right. Player 2 always faces the left and shoots to the left. So like, you have to deal with that gimmick, but like you're always it's not like it's hard. Like it's not that like it changes any of the gameplay realistically, because like you always have gun, you always have bomb, you have something to get out. Like it's ridiculous to me. It's ridiculous to me. To
But
me
then-
personally.
Look on the flippy flop. How many people bought Mario Golf after we all streamed it? Like,
I know a lot of people did.
I can name like 20 people that bought Mario Golf. Well, maybe not 20. At least 10 people that bought Mario Golf specifically because of my streams for it. And I'm sure you have the same amount of people. Like
Yeah.
Mario Golf was a big selling point because the game was very fun, and we advertised it. Now, I don't think a lot of people would have bought Mario Golf if they didn't watch
No.
us broadcast it. Not
I
just
ju- I
us,
just wish-
other influencers.
You're making me sad. I wish they did a better job with Mario Golf. Oh, they really finagled it.
I love it still. I can't wait for more content
It-
for it. What are you talking about?
I don't. I think they tried to be quick, but I think New Donk City's just not enough to flash enough fire in the pan.
No, I think that we'll get more. Have you tried the motion controlled mode yet?
Yeah, it's fun.
It's
fine.
Nuts. It's so stupid. I can't wait to. I have to do stuff around that, but I don't know. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you there. Speaking of video games, I'm gonna try to move us here a little bit.
Dude, so many games came out this week. I'll move us around because
Yeah.
I actually bought both games
Did you really?
that I want to talk about.
Nice.
I want to talk about Deathloop. I want to talk about Kenna Bridge of Spirits.
What?
Now, Deathloop.
What game is that?
Kenna Bridge of Spirits?
Kenna Bridge
It-
of Spirits?
It's the Pixar game that Ember Labs made
Oh, wait, why is it called a Pixar game? Is it?
because it looks exactly like a Pixar movie.
Oh,
They're known. You probably know this better than I do. I found out about this yesterday. Do you remember that super awesome like prologue to Majora's Mask that was made a couple years ago?
yes.
That's the people who made that made this game,
Oh,
and it looks just like that animation, and it's so good. Now, Deathloop is the classic Bethesda game. It's fine. To me, it got great reviews. 10 out of 10s. I do not believe it deserves the 10 out of 10s.
that's what I heard. I heard that it's a classic. That Bethesda paid money for 10 out of 10s when in reality it's like a 7 out of 10 game.
No, I don't think it's a 7 out of 10. I think it's like an 8, maybe
Okay.
maybe a 7, maybe 7 or an 8, maybe. You can see like a low 80, a high 70. It is fun, but to me, they sold a different game. And I don't think that's to their fault. They just didn't know how to sell it. Because what they sold was like a roguelike, but it is not a roguelike. Like each level is a roguelike where if you die, you respawn, all well and good. But you can't go from like point A to win the game from the start, which is upsetting because that's kind of what I wanted. And that's not what they gave me. Instead, it's kind of like the same like Bethesda mumbo jumbo, but it is fun. I do like it. It's wacky. It's fun to go around collecting all the guns and shooting people. I like it a lot.
It's very story based instead of your typical roguelike like Hades is. I haven't
Yeah.
played it. I'm interested in it. I don't think I'm gonna buy it because I kind of watched the playthrough already. But I will agree that it's not a 10 out of 10. It really is an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
It has stuttering on PC, a few problems on PS5. But
Oh, I
who has
haven't-
who has a PS5?
I
Eh,
do.
He's
Go-
holding
go-
the
go-
controller.
It's close to hand.
So I like Deathloop. I haven't noticed any problems on my PS5 personally. But what they sold and what I liked about it was like what I thought it was gonna be was it was like, okay, here is your target, go kill him. Okay, you killed him. Now you have to play as this other person and you have to go through the level trying to kill you before you kill the target. And I'm
Sounds
like,
fun.
that's such a cool concept. That is not the game. There's a campaign where you play as the guy trying to break the loop and win the game. And then you play a new campaign as the woman who needs to stop the guy from breaking the game. Which is fine. It's just not what they sold, and it's what I wanted. So now I want someone to go and like make the game they were trying to sell because someone is,
Oh, yeah.
and it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, I kept hearing, oh, buy the game. You know, Duperific was a big one. Yeah, please stream the game. You know, and I was like, it's $70. I'm not, it's one of those games where I'm like, I'll stream it one time and then never play it again, that kind of thing. And then I watched Donkey's video of it. I watched Donkey's video.
Oh,
where
Donkey made a video on it.
he made a video where he just went around and he kicked people. And I'm like, yeah, okay.
Of course he did.
This is very funny, but definitely definitely solidified my all right, I've experienced the game through watching Donkey kick people. Like, it's good. We're good to go. You know?
Yeah, it's very fine.
Yeah.
But Kenna Bridges Spirits, though, I want to talk about that game.
What
Because
is
that
it?
game,
Who is it?
it,
What is it?
it's like it's a puzzle platformer, and it's also kind of like Pikmin because you get little guys. That game seems creative, and I love it, and it's new, and it's a fresh take on things. It's kind of like Moana, if Moana happened in a jungle. And I love the setting. It's magical. I'm only like 2 hours in it, but it's apparently an 8 to 10 hour game, and I love that. I'm like, give me more games like that are actually digestible. It seems I'm just so excited about this game. Like, this game is like so new, and it's like such a load off my back. It feels like a Nintendo game. And I kind of hope it like wakes Nintendo up in a lot of ways.
This is the first time I'm really hearing of it, so I'll definitely
Really?
have to. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check it out. And I mean, I popped in your stream before. I didn't know what was going on, but like, I'll definitely have to check it out. Kenna Bridges Spirits. But speaking of a game that everyone knows about because of the nutcase that is Toby Fox, Undertale 3 came out, everybody. Deltarune Chapter 2, after 4 years of waiting. There's more Deltarune content. I don't even remember Deltarune, yet alone Undertale. So, I mean, I remember the music. I just don't remember the actual gameplay and the experience of everything. Undertale, I remember more than Deltarune. But my question is have you guys played it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
No.
played it, Scoot?
Yeah.
2?
Yeah.
Wow. Did you stream it?
I like it. No.
Oh, okay.
They don't get that journey anymore. I find with Deltarune and with Undertale, there's like a right way to experience it. A quote unquote right way.
Mhm.
And when you play it, people are always yelling at you. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
go do this. Go do
Yeah, you're
that.
not-
What are
you're
you
not
doing?
playing
You're
it
not
the way
doing
I
that.
did.
Go do it.
Yeah,
You're
Why
doing
didn't
it.
you go to that alley? What are
wrong.
you doing?
Yeah.
you got to talk to this character 12 times to get them to
Hmm.
whatever.
And let me tell you, love it. Every second is great.
Of
I-
Undertale or of Deltarune Chapter 2?
Deltarune Chapter 2. It's so good. And when chapter because like at the end of the game, it says Chapter 3 is coming. And then Toby Fox like kind of said, I'm gonna release 3, 4, and 5 as like paid DLC, and they're all coming at the same time.
Wow.
Like, that's awesome. So it will be 4 years. It'll be 4 more years.
4 more
but,
years.
But I think it's coming. I'm so excited about it. It's so good.
I just think it's crazy that it's free. Like, both Deltarune and Deltarune Chapter 2 are completely free. You
Yeah.
don't have to pay a cent. You just go on and download it. And Toby Fox is not known for bad video games. He has made a very, very influential indie game that is almost like a plague to the point.
It's kind of like these two were like the demos, kind of. And then he like I think what happened was like Deltarune. That's what Deltarune Chapter 1 was anyway. It was like, here's like something I'm working on. Like, I don't know if I'm going to continue it.
Yeah.
People really liked it, and we're like, oh, we want this to continue. So I was like, okay. And then he like forgot, like he's like, oh, it came out 4 years ago. He releases Chapter 2, and he's using this one to say, here's another piece of it. If you want to play the rest, they're each $5.
Okay.
So, for the rest of the game, it's going to be $15 each person,
Sure.
And that's a decent entry point
No.
for an indie game. Like, that's fine. And
Undertale was
then,
$9.
And then you know that you'll probably like it if you've played the first 2 chapters and liked them and decided to buy the rest. Like, probably fewer dissatisfied customers at that point.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I mean, Undertale was $9 when it came out, right? I think Undertale was like
Yeah,
I
about-
don't know. I kickstarted it.
Oh, so you probably got it for like $1, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm one of those losers, I guess.
Yeah, well, you're not a loser. I mean, the game is extremely good. Undertale. I was trying to. I think we should make this a Margs episode, but I'd like to say like most influential indie games of the of like this past decade.
$10.
That'd be interesting.
I think
$10
it'd be
would be
cool
fun.
to talk about. I mean, like the first one that comes to my mind, of course, is like finding an Isaac or even Hollow Knight recently, but like Hollow Knight's not that recent anymore. But like,
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool to talk about that, and Undertale is
be
very
cool.
much on there. Be a cool Margs episode.
I
But
agree.
I'm one of those people. So when Undertale came out, and this is when Undertale came out, what almost 7 years ago now, or 8 years ago? What was it? I was in like first year of college, so it was not even no. It was before I went to college, so it was like
About
2014.
6 years.
Yeah,
2015.
no, 2015. Okay, so I was my first year of college, and everybody, it actually became a meme in the show. Everybody was just like, you gotta play it. When will Jyggy play Undertale? Jyggy play Undertale. If you don't play Undertale, I'm gonna be mad. Oh my god, play Undertale. And I just kept saying, no, I'm never doing it. I refuse to play Undertale. I'm not interested. I think I made a joke where it was like, it's all anime, not interested, something like that. Knowing me 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And so I finally said, all right, I'm gonna do it, and I did it maybe 6 months later. It was like Christmas break or something like that, and I did it like 6 months after it came out. It was like the first show that I did daily recap videos. I had an editor doing daily recap videos of what happened when I played it, and that was also the show that I had roughly like 200 viewers every single day.
That's
Because
crazy.
it was after the hype was done, after all the spoilers were kind of already out there, and but I was saying I've never, I didn't play it and I don't know anything, and I had an average of 200 viewers for the week I played Undertale. And then kind of that same struck fire happened when I played Deltarune. Maybe like I played Deltarune like a month after it came out. So I will be playing Deltarune, but I'm not going to be playing Deltarune until maybe like December. That's where I'm kind of feeling right now. But I agree with you that the community was nuts. It was one of those things where I had my moderators on heavy standby for it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
the fan
remember,
base is
dude,
the worst
I
part of it, I think.
I see someone on the Twitch chat right now, and I know we don't really talk about the Twitch chat on the show, but I'm going to, because they say, I streamed it all in one day and it was exhausting. I did the same exact thing. I streamed all of Undertale in just one sitting. I sat my little keister down and I played all of Undertale nonstop. It was
One route,
incredible.
Wow.
like just the first playthrough or multiple playthroughs.
I did the complete pacifist playthrough.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. So very long.
Yeah. I just was like, I don't want to kill anyone, so I like just went out of my way not to kill anyone.
For sure. It's the best ending, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's something fun about the killing run, but like, definitely.
I like as far as like boss fights go, I think the neutral boss the best.
Yeah.
To avoid spoilers, just like, if you know, and then like pacifist was very interesting. And then genocide was just for fun, and it was very hard, of course.
I think pacifist to me just feels the most complete ending.
Yeah,
in my
the
opinion,
intended like canonical.
Yeah,
trilogy.
yeah, I agree. I agree. Or maybe the complete genocide is the most canonical. Who knows? That's a whole.
It's
That's
all
a
down
whole
to you,
episode.
and it's very interesting. If you do the, I don't think they call it genocide anymore because that word has lots of baggage. But that run, if you do that and then play again afterward, like it even like has saved that you've done a run like that before, and like future playthroughs are affected as well. Which
No,
is
it is
Wow,
it is
really?
still called the G word.
no mercy run.
Oh, it's called the
Oh.
No Mercy run. Oh,
Yeah,
on the Undertale wiki, it's called the old name.
yeah, they might have not cut. It's hard to keep
Yeah.
things current, I think, probably.
Yeah. So here's some wonderful movie news, some movie and TV news that we can quickly touch on. I know a lot of people might not be interested in this, but I think it's definitely we should talk about it. As of tomorrow, Star Wars Visions fully is released. The 9 animated shorts all come out at the same time. The Star Wars anime that is coming out tomorrow, or at midnight or at 3 a.m.
Did you see the opening for that?
I have not seen the opening. Did they put the opening out?
Yeah, they did.
Is it like awesome?
It's so cool. It is so cool, dude.
Maybe I'll record myself watching the first episode just to react.
It's breathtaking. I'm really excited for the Star Wars anime.
Yeah, I as you know, I'm not the biggest anime fan, but I'm very
Neither
very
am I.
excited. Like I'm really excited to.
Sounds. Did anyone watch the Animatrix?
No.
The what?
No.
There was probably in like the, I don't know, a couple years after I think the original Matrix, there was a collection of short films sort of set in the Matrix universe that were made by a bunch of different studios, and like they all had extremely differing art styles and stuff, and they're all very very cool and interesting to watch. And so this reminds me of that. If there's 9 short films that are from multiple studios, like it reminds me of that a little bit.
Yeah, I think those are canon. I don't know if this is canon, but I'm very excited about Star Wars anime just because I'm just really excited that it seems like Disney didn't like try and make this a mass appeal thing. You know what I mean? They let the studios do what they wanted, and that's what I'm really excited about because we finally get to see something that's like just the same way. Like even though Mandalorian, in my opinion, they made it mass appeal. I don't think that they were actively trying to make it mass appeal. In fact, they've come out. Jon Favreau put in interviews. He's just like, we didn't know we'd get a season 2. We just thought it'd be fun, And once Baby Yoda showed up, they're like, okay, we're getting like 5 seasons out of this. But I'm very interested to know how this Star Wars anime is gonna be. I'm interested to know like I the only character that's like legacy that I've seen in the trailer was Boba Fett. So I'm interested to know if we're gonna see like Darth Vader or anything like that. I doubt it, but I'm kind of okay with that. I want Star Wars to move in a direction where they're introducing more stories that don't matter and matter in a different way. Because I'm really tired of them trying to bring back dead characters because they feel they have to. Yeah.
True. True.
No one's
Speaking
ever
of-
really gone.
Yeah. Kind of moving over to what Doug was talking about, the Matrix.
Yeah, speaking of the Matrix.
Why are they making another one? Why? Who
don't
asked?
No. Well, I mean, it's their creative vision. I'm
But
sure.
I want to know who asked. Like who sat down and said we should make a 4th Matrix movie and make it canonical and put it on HBO Max.
Rebooting things has been very big lately, for sure.
Yeah.
And
True.
forever, I guess. So, I don't know. Everyone's doing it. I just watched Bill and Ted 3 yesterday, so.
And how was that?
It's good. It's good enough. It's not
Yeah.
groundbreaking, but it's faithful to the sort of vibe of the originals.
Yeah. I'm hoping that this is good because if I remember correctly, it's been a hot minute since I've watched the Matrix trilogy. I remember loving the first one, asking a lot of questions in the second one, and then being actively confused with the third one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this shakes out for sure.
I mean, my first question is a spoiler, but I mean, Neo, the main character, Keanu Reeves or whatever, is dead. Technically, that is. Yeah, if you've ever watched the third movie,
I haven't. I haven't seen the first movie.
Are you
really?
kidding me?
You should go watch.
Yeah,
it.
I've never seen the Matrix.
Should.
Oh,
really great.
Well,
But
anyway.
They didn't even tell me a spoiler warning.
what me?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
He dies at the end of the trilogy. Ooh, I'm not gonna
haven't
tell you
seen
how.
any of them.
Go watch them. Go watch the Matrix. It's
I mean,
definitely
you've already
especially
ruined
the
it
first
though.
one.
Why would we watch it if you ruined
would
it?
we
Well,
watch it?
most
Yeah,
people. Tell me if I'm wrong, Doug, but a lot of people don't even consider the second and third movie canon. They just say they're not. Just don't.
Yeah, well, I don't think there's a robust Matrix Historia type thing that has the full canon with Animatrix and Enter the Matrix, the video game,
That's
and
canon.
Matrix Online sort of stepped out and where everything fits in the canonical timeline or whatever. But I mean, I'm sure that officially, like, the Wachowskis believe that they probably are, because it's, movies that they worked very hard on.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I watched the trailer of it. There's a shot where Keanu Reeves or whatever what's his name, Cayenne Reeves.
No,
How do you,
no,
Tim
no,
Tim
no.
is his name? What's that guy's name?
Keanu.
Keanu Reeves. He's from Cyberpunk.
His
He's
name
in
is John
Cyberpunk.
Wick.
Yeah, John Wick. John Wick. Yeah, Fortnite guy. There's a picture of him in a bathtub with a duck on his head, and that's been circling the internet. There's just a rubber ducky on Keanu Reeves' head. So I'm excited about it. I'll watch it. I'm actually way more excited that they're making this than I was about Space Jam. Did you watch Anybody watch Space Jam: New Legacy with Michael Jordan?
I loved Space Jam too.
Nope.
You loved Space Jam too.
I
I
just lying.
loved Space
No, you're
Jam
lying.
He's
You're,
not-
No,
you're
dude, I
so
actually
lying.
liked it. It was a fun time.
No, were you?
I had fun with
Were
it.
you high? Like what?
No,
Okay.
Intoxicated?
no,
Are you sure?
yeah,
Held at gunpoint?
Mushrooms?
no,
Cocaine?
no. I just enjoyed it. It was fun. You can
Okay,
enjoy
okay.
things.
All right.
They don't have to be. They don't have to be like grand. They can be. They can be bad and still like things. And that's what I did. I liked it. It was bad, but I liked it.
Okay. I respect that. I respect it, I'm hoping that this is on more of the spectrum of like Jurassic World, where it's good to a point rather than Space Jam, in my opinion.
I think it will. I don't see Keanu Reeves doing something just for money.
There are 5 John Wick movies.
And every John Wick movie is awesome.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah, I am.
Really? I've never seen
100%.
John Wick. I've never seen John Wick.
I haven't seen
It's-
them either.
It's a trip. Fun.
Okay. All right.
John Wick's awesome.
Did Cyberpunk? Does that count?
No,
No.
Okay.
not really. No. With
All
John
right.
Wick, you can't go into really quickly. You can't go
Yeah.
into John Wick expecting like intense story. It's just
Just a good time.
good action movie. That's it. It's like
So it was like 2012.
Taken,
Or
right?
watch- no,
Sort of like
Taken's
Taken.
great. Taken's great.
Exactly, just like
No,
mindless
not-
action.
not like
Okay, so you did it. Got
Have you ever
there.
seen 2012?
Yes,
It's
an
nothing like
action movie.
2012. Shut
Nothing
up. It's
like it.
nothing like 2012. Shut up.
It's 2012.
It's
He's
not.
like,
I
"First, you
hate.
know,
I'm gonna run you over.
Knowing
You,
with
you know what feels
with-
like 2012?
What?
All these Nintendo Direct rumors.
Yeah, let's get to the hour and a half intro is over. Let's talk about our title, Garfield.
Garfield. We have to talk about talk about Garfield Tale Two Kitties. Okay?
Oh my God! Finally. I
Nintendo
love-
Direct.
get
Why
into it.
is it? Why is it that every maybe I don't know 2 or 3 months it seems like the Nintendo fans, the fans are just on Twitter actively raging, fuming with the point that there's supposed to be a Nintendo Direct. I've
Well-
given up knowing. When was the last one? It was E3.
E3.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I mean, I feel like it's too early. I think we're not gonna get anything till January.
Nah, we usually get a Nintendo Direct in September.
Okay. All right.
More often than not, we do anyway. Listen, for me, I think we have a lot on our plate, but I think what we have on our plate is very I think it's very minimal. You know,
Really?
in my opinion,
Okay.
I mean, hold on, let's look.
I was gonna say I don't know why everybody. I saw it on Twitter. The reason why we wanted to talk about this, guys, is because there has been a lot of things on Twitter.com about all these rumors about the Switch and all that, or about the directs and all this crazy stuff, and even big YouTubers are just like Arlo. I saw was just I feel a direct being announced soon, and
I think the reason why is for this very plainly. We have Metroid Dread.
Yep.
Mario Party.
Yep.
Shin Megami Tensei 5.
Do I count that game? No, but sure.
Yeah, I mean, you
Yes.
have to count that game. That's
I
a
don't
Nintendo
count
game.
that game. I don't count it.
Counting it. Gotcha.
Okay, great. That proves my point more. And then Pokemon.
Yep.
That's it. That's all we have.
But then we have two Pokemon, well, 3 Pokemon games.
Nope. Only Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. That
Why do
I
you
would
not-
say
why do you-
like for
why
this
do you-
year. For this year.
I don't think we're getting more this year. I think we're done.
I
You think
we-
we're
I
gonna
think
get another game? No.
Oh, okay, fine. Let's look a little bit further down the road. Let's look a little bit further down the road.
Their holiday list is just Pokemon. Pokemon's the only thing coming. And
Let's
Smash.
add-
There's gonna be a
let's-
Smash.
Let's
character.
add Legends Arceus.
Okay.
We're now
Yeah.
done. I have
Yeah.
now listed everything.
Well, yeah,
That is
that
everything.
has a date. That has a date. We also have like Breath of the Wild, but that's gonna be like eons away.
We have everything that has a date that we know for sure.
Splatoon.
Yeah, but that's eons away. I'm not.
We have everything that is out that has a date that we know for sure.
Yeah.
We don't know a date for anything else.
Yes.
That is purely Nintendo.
That's 5 games. 6 games.
That's 4. That is 4 games.
No, it's 6 games.
No, you
Dread?
said you don't. You said you don't count Shin Megami Tensei. That's 4 games.
Okay, 4 games. Yeah, it's 4 games, but you're also not.
That's 4 games for all of 2022.
You mean no, all of 2021.
No. No, if we're counting all the games for 2021,
There's only
Then
one
I-
game that's 2022. Or no, there's 2. There's 2 games that are 2022 that we no. There's only one game that we know is 2022 right now. That's
so there's 3 games. There's 3 games, and then we don't know anything else.
There's a number of games.
yeah.
There's a lot of games that we don't know anything about.
There's 3
I-
games and then there's 3 months. 2 of the games come out in.
Sure.
I just don't think that we're gonna get a video game in December. You're also not. taking into
It's not about December. It's about like January, February, March, April. Like we don't know anything that's happening.
Pokemon is January. Arceus is January.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm saying that
Shut up.
the final
No,
date.
I just tried. Am I crazy? Am I insane?
No,
Am I
I'm
insane?
just saying that
he's
the-
being dumb, right?
It's other months. Yes.
There's
The final
months.
date. The final date that we know of a Nintendo first party, because yes, I do consider Pokemon first party, even though it's second party. First party Nintendo games coming out is January of 2022. That is the final actual date given out, as far as I'm aware.
Yes.
Yes.
So we don't know anything else.
Nope.
Right. So I
Yes.
think I kind of feel like there's a direct coming because there's 4 games. And then after 2022, we literally know nothing
Mhm.
unless you expect to be complete surprise dropped for like literally every game in 2022.
No, I don't think we're gonna get surprise dropped, but I just don't think that September or October even is the time when they're gonna drop all their 2022 like releases.
I'm not saying drop all of it. I'm just saying like, give us like some dates for things.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I could see that, but I mean, in reality, what are they gonna give us dates to? Splatoon. Okay,
We have-
summer of 2022. I'm giving you a rough, July of 2022 is gonna be Splatoon 3, maybe. I don't know. Breath of the Wild, I still think is 23. I don't think that Breath of the Wild's coming out in 2022.
Why are you the guy on ESPN that says, you know what? They had a really bad game. You're that guy.
I didn't.
Why are
I
you
didn't say
guy?
that. It's not a bad game. I'm just thinking. I think that we don't know what's coming in 2022 yet. I don't think that. Like, I don't think they've given
No,
us that info.
I know, so they should give us teasers
Yes, that's the point.
for
of
the
the
direct.
direct.
That's the point. That's
Yes.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I just think that there's too much still to come. Like, why would they announce like, here's a brand new
Okay.
video
okay,
game? I'm
okay,
thinking like
hold on,
marketing.
Hold on.
wise,
Hold
you
on. I
know?
want you to pump the brakes.
I'm pumping the brakes.
Let's look at it at a pure direct point. Pure
Okay.
a pure Nintendo direct point, not a Pokemon direct point. So we're actually going from the 4 games, we're actually going to take 2 of those away because Pokemon announces their own games in their own Pokemon directs. They don't use Nintendo directs for them. They just don't. That is a true thing.
You're right.
We have Metroid and we have Mario Party in October, and we have nothing else
Yes, there's
for
no.
all of 2021 and all of 2022. You don't think we're due for like some teasers and anything?
I think here. I think you could go 2 routes. I think that there could be one more like game in either November or December that
Okay.
Nintendo pulls out. I
All
think that
right.
possibly. I don't know what it could be. I'm not gonna heavily speculate anything. But the other thing that you're forgetting, and this is the one thing, there will be Mario Golf DLC that is pumped. Animal Crossing stuff is going to come for November. Definitely going to be our final Super Smash Brothers. In fact, I'll make a hard read there. They're going to make Super Smash Brothers Definitive Edition or whatever. Super Smash Brothers Ultimate Definitive Edition.
Hold on. You think that they're going to do a direct? You think they're not going to do a direct and announce a Smash character?
Yes, I think that they're just going to have some sort of. No, you're right. I know it's crazy.
I will give you $500 if they just drop a character.
I mean, I don't. Have they ever just dropped a character? I feel like they have.
No.
I feel like that somebody in chat finds. I
No.
feel like they
They
never
have never done that.
They have literally never ever done that.
It's always the opener or the closer.
Really.
That's insane to think that they would do that.
All right. Well, then I guess we could. Yeah. So.
Because instantly, no matter what happens in the direct, if the character's good, instantly, everyone's like, that was a good direct.
Yeah.
Like, they could literally say, hey, guys, so the Nintendo Switch is actually going to break into your crypto wallets and take all of your Bit and Dogecoin. But if they announced Banjo-Kazooie with that, every nerd on the internet would just be like, oh my, Smash is back, baby. And they would love it.
Yeah.
They would throw a fucking parade for Nintendo.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess you're right. I mean, I guess you're right, but I do think that we still have. I think content-wise for 2021, I think we're done.
It's not about 2021. It's
No,
not
you're
about
right,
2021.
You're right, but I'm just thinking so I'm thinking possibly. That's why I'm leaning towards this January thing. Remember when the Switch first came out, they had a massive January show where they dropped trailers for Breath of the Wild. They announced Splatoon 2. They had all this crazy stuff that was coming to the Mario Kart was announced at it. They had all of these crazy things that were just pumped into this January show. And I know I agree with you because of the fact that we only have Pokemon for January, but I could see them early, like the week after 2022, the first week of 2022, them coming out and being like, hey, here's our direct spotlight or our Switch show or whatever the heck. And it has everything for starting with a game in February. You know, I don't know what that game will be, but I do agree with you, though. That is a not really hard take to say that because of the fact that they said that the final Smash character will be before 2022, like this end of this year, that we will get a direct.
So in the last Nintendo Direct that happened September 4th, 2019. All right. Yep. Okay. In that direct, they announced Overwatch. They announced Luigi Mansions 3. They didn't announce it, but they showed off some more stuff. They announced Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening updates. They announced Super Smash Brothers stuff. It was primarily a garbage direct if I'm looking at it, to be honest. The Witcher 3 was announced finally, but remember the Witcher memes, boys?
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Mhm.
Let me get a date for that. I'm trying to find a date for it.
Also, that's also the last one they did before taking over 500 days off.
Yeah.
And the one in February is what kicked off this show. So maybe it
so true.
Maybe it was such a bad direct in your opinion that they decided to give it a rest, or maybe the pandemic. Hard to say.
I think the pandemic played a lot into it because I know Nintendo really struggled with what was going on in the world. But there was regardless, there was a lot of stuff kind of being announced for next year specifically, and a bunch of throwaway stuff too. Like the Assassin's Creed Rebel collection came out in December. So they use September directs to like announce some of their like, or these late in the year directs to announce like some things and like give like updates on like here's some things that like you need to like check in on and like here's an update about that, and then they use it also to for like, hey, like here's this remake. It's pretty cool. Dragon Quest 11S was shown off in a lot of ways. Link's Awakening, still coming out. Just like, hey, just remember Link's Awakening is coming out. So like it's a good reminder for things that are like coming out, because like if you're not a Metroid fan, you don't care about Metroid Dread. You just don't.
They're pumping
Like-
it though. Metroid Dread is being like heavily pumped by Nintendo right now. The amount of different we get a new trailer like twice a week. It's crazy. Like
And
they're
I
practically
think-
serving it, like trying to shove this game down people's throats.
Yeah, I think in a
And-
large part of that it's because
They're worried.
a lot of they're worried, and
Yeah.
a lot of people don't care about Metroid.
It's a
Like,
niche game. It always has been. It's not like they're major. It's not Mario. It's not Zelda. Like it's
like
definitely
number-
got a smaller sort of install base than a lot of other games.
I mean,
mean-
I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say we can go ahead and dive into the whole reasoning behind these rumors if y'all
Do
want
it.
to.
Yeah.
Do it, yeah.
Everybody loves patents because, boy, do they reveal some stuff, don't they?
Do they?
They do most of the time. It's about like a week ago or so, Nintendo filed a new patent for a new controller, which was designated as the HAC-043. Now I know that sounds like a bunch of numbers, but the SNES Switch controller that you could buy and use with SNES Online was HAC-042. So that leads people to think, oh, here comes N64 controller for the Switch because they added a number. So that means something new's coming. Or here's two Game Boys that attach to the side of the Switch because the number's different. I promise it's coming this time, guys. I get to play Kirby 1 on my Nintendo Switch on the go. Let's go. So I think part of that whole reason is the fact that people get so interested in the fact that, oh, they launched a new patent. Here we go. Let's spin up the rumor mill and set this Twitter page on fire.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
So they're speculating like N64 or GameCube is the next controller that they're making, and that we're gonna
No.
see that in their
No,
Switch
no,
Online
no. You
Zelda
know what?
library, or Game
Wrong.
Boy or something.
I say incorrect. Incorrect controllers.
What do you think?
Virtual Boy.
No. Game Boy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think the controller will have a screen on it. And I think you can play Game Boy games on your Joy-Con. Like a Game Boy Micro.
Why?
Because Game Boy
I
games. Because
would
Game
be
Boy
so
games.
surprised.
Because Game Boy games
Bro,
are coming to
imagine.
the Switch. That's what I think. That's what I
It
want.
sounds so power hungry.
I would say like how much data do you push through Bluetooth? But a Game Boy game is like 96K or something like that. They're
Yeah.
tiny.
That's what I want. That's what I want. And if I don't get it, I will be livid.
Wii U, but it's a Game Boy. I mean,
There we go.
Yeah.
This
Oh
my
gamer
goodness.
gets it.
There is
Who knows?
a 0% chance
Yeah.
that this happens.
I think there's like an 89% chance that'll happen.
No.
it's very interesting because, like, the insiders or whatever are saying N64 and Game Boy games are coming to Switch Online, and then all that stuff. But we genuinely have not had an update to Switch Online in 2 years, like over 3 years almost. I think.
What do you mean by an update?
Like when did they add SNES? They added
Oh, like
Yes.
adding a new console.
like a new
as an
console,
update.
a new
Yeah, it's been a
virtual
while.
console.
I don't know how many months
know?
it's been, but yeah, it's
and
been over a year.
usually when Nintendo, or I mean, I don't think usually, but with the past two, the SNES and the NES, when they added to Switch Online, they also created the SNES Classic and the NES Classic, those little
I, like,
consoles.
It was 2019.
I don't know if the like the Mario 3D All Stars and Skyward Sword HD. Well, 3D All Stars I imagine was sort of their pilot program for like, should we do GameCube and N64 games, or can we sell them piecemeal and not give them to them for free? And I feel like it was a rousing success, and they will never give us that type of thing.
Yeah.
Because people will pay money directly for them instead of getting them as part of the service that they pay, what, like $2 a month for.
I agree. I mean, I agree.
So Game Boy's likely. I don't think they'll put out like a Game Boy compilation, but definitely not a screen on a
Game Boy
Joy-Con.
screen on the
I'm
Joy-Con.
just curious to know like
Imagine,
what that
though,
controller would
what
be.
if it's just an accessory that you slide the Joy-Con into that is a screen, and then boom, you're playing Game Boy on the. That would be cool. It's never gonna happen, but it would be cool.
Game Boy.
Yeah.
On the Joy-Con. Let's go.
I hope you're right, just so we can witness your monumental pop-off.
I will laugh so hard if
So-
I'm right.
My question is though, it's one of those things where it's like, will people be upset if it's just the Game Boy and not the Game Boy Color or the Game Boy Advance? It's one of those things where I'm thinking to myself, like, I can name you three Game Boy games that are good. And that is
well, hold on. I think Game Boy Color and Game Boy are the same thing.
No, they're not. They're not. They're so not. They're absolutely not. Game Boy Color is vastly different. There are way many games on Game Boy Color. I'm talking the original, the brick. I'm talking you have a plastic brick, you know, and that those three games are Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening.
I want to play Mega Man Battle Network.
It's a Game Boy Advance game.
I know. I love that game. I want to play.
I'm talking just Game Boy. The second game is Metroid 2. Metroid 2 is
good. I was gonna get mad at you if you didn't say that.
It's shocking. It's I cannot stress.
It's my favorite.
How
it's so
amazing
good.
that game is for a Game Boy game. I can't stress how good that game is.
Dude,
and then the
how about
Pokemon?
1994, great game for the Game Boy.
How about Mega Man Battle Network?
Game Boy Advance.
Game Boy Advance game. Yeah.
But what about it?
It's
great.
It's not going to be on. It's not going to be on
the. Big fan.
They didn't even do that with the Wii U. The Wii U had like maybe 4 or 5 Game Boy Advance games on it. It had like Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, freaking Minish Cap, Metroid Fusion, Zero Mission,
and 3DS. The Game Boy Advance games. The only games that were Game Boy Advance games were on the Ambassador program. They didn't.
What if we got Mega Man Battle Network?
Yeah, maybe.
That would rock. I love that game. They would have to make some kind of deal with Capcom, I would think, because that's their property.
And yeah, Capcom doesn't like them. That's why we'll never get an Oracle's remake. But I mean, my big thing, and I think that Game Boy Advance is imperative to be on the Switch. I think Game Boy Advance is so needed on the Switch that it's crazy.
Yeah, there's no other way to play
I don't know.
Dude,
I disagree.
Do you know how expensive I'm holding Metroid Prime Fusion?
I don't care about.
I'm holding Metroid Fusion right here. This is the prequel to Metroid Dread, to the point like where they even mention it in the story and everything like that.
No, I know.
$90 right now if you want a real version, a real copy. This is a $90 video game.
I played it for free.
Well, that's a whole different world, but I'm just saying.
Listen. I don't know. I don't think it's imperative that anything gets ported on the Switch. I want Switch to be a Switch. I don't want it to be a Game Boy. I don't want it to be a GameCube. I don't want it to be a N64. I don't want it to be a SNES or a NES. I want it to be a Switch.
I want it to play Nintendo games, and I want it to play Nintendo games wherever I go.
I have been playing Nintendo games wherever I go. I'm just playing the new games, the games that I haven't experienced ever. I'm okay with holding my memories in like a different bin and like not really like opening those up on every console I get. I don't need to. I don't want to. So I don't need a virtual console on every console. I think it's insane that like people always ask Nintendo for this. It baffles me. Like I get it. I know we did a whole episode on it about like emulation and all that. Doug wasn't here. So sad, Doug. But
wow, dang, I would have been great on that one.
I know. But I I don't need my Nintendo Switch to be able to play Mega Man Battle Network wherever I go. I have a Game Boy for that. You know?
Yeah.
Sure, I get you.
Well, yeah. I mean, we're I think outliers in that we probably still have the old hardware and the capability to play these games, but I mean, acquiring them legally
I think
is extremely difficult nowadays.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think even same, it's like I don't know. I like all these virtual console rumors. Like I don't know why like anyone would be like. For me, it just will never scratch an itch that like I need to be scratched. Like virtual console to me will never be an importance in gaming.
I don't want to be excited for it because I don't want to reward Nintendo for like,
But
we have a new
I think
console. It's
I
time
think
to
that's
scrap
how a
your
lot of
old.
people will though.
It's
I
time
think
to
people
scrap your. Well,
will.
yeah. I mean, that's how Nintendo works. People are like, I'm really mad about this, but I'm still gonna buy it, and like, so they make no difference in their being mad about the stuff. But like, when the Wii moved over to the Wii U, like you could import your library once, and like that's it. Of virtual console games, and then whenever the Wii U died, like 6 months later, then like the Switch, like they're like, okay, no more virtual console. We have to start from scratch, and like you have to pay us money again if we ever do it. And they still haven't done like a proper virtual console. It's just the Switch Online stuff. So
I'd
it's
actually
just
be very interested if they ever did like I'll use a great example here. So on the going what Doug was saying, I bought Paper Mario for the N64 on the Wii when I was younger, when it first came out on the Wii, and it still to this day apparently it is the best way to play Paper Mario with like low latency and all that stuff, unless you have an actual card. But they came out with the Wii U version and they charged me $3 to upgrade, and that added save states, and I forget what else it added. It added save states, but it also made the game significantly worse, extremely dark, and that, like, if you look at the difference between the versions of the game that were released, it's kind of crazy. But I'm very interested to know, since the Wii U was and is still today connected to your Nintendo Online account, I'm wondering if like they will ever allow you to, like, if you own the game, you'll get a discount at least.
Oh no, never. They will never.
They did it with
ever.
Wii
Like,
U.
and even whenever they do, whenever they did Mario All Stars, 3D All Stars, they like, their versions of the emulator that was running Sunshine and 64 was, worse than what's out there because, they, don't like emulating essentially. And people were like, oh, these are definitely emulated because of this, and like Galaxy is sort of a hybrid, but the other two was like, oh, here's a huge error in the emulation that, we solved a long time ago with our open source stuff, and they're, still messing up. So it's just, it's they're never they're going to make it extremely difficult for you to acquire these things, and then whenever they do it, they're going to want to charge you for them. So they're
True.
definitely, it's their business model essentially is to make you
True.
buy the same thing a dozen times. I have like 4 3DSs, like, because they keep putting
Yep.
out new hardware. So
Yeah.
like that's just how it works.
Okay, final thing before we go to questions. If you guys have questions or comments that you want us to check it out here, !Q, put it in there. But my question is, tomorrow we wake up, Nintendo puts out a 25-minute Nintendo Direct for this coming Wednesday. Scootish, what's one thing that Nintendo puts is in it that we don't know about?
I mean, listen, I'm going to say the most unlikely thing because I have to hope. And hope's dead because Jyggy 11 teamed up with Tetsuya Nomura with Nerf Ninja Swords and beat it down into death. But Kingdom Hearts for the Switch.
Good answer.
Goose is gonna put this on every time we do a direct.
Every time
it's gonna
it's literally like the freest money I've ever seen in my life.
I
like,
do agree.
You can't lie. Nintendo is kids. And Kingdom Hearts is freaking Disney. Kids buy it literally just because of Donald Duck and Goofy. They don't know anything about it. and they buy it because of that.
Yeah, I agree with you. It is extremely free money, and it deserves, in my opinion, Kingdom Hearts deserves to be on the Switch just because it's like the perfect console for it.
And also, Melody Memory sold great.
What game's that?
Melody Memory is the
Music
rhythm game.
Kingdom Hearts 4?
I'm gonna beat you with a stick.
Techno, what
Yeah.
game or what thing do we not know about that's going to be in this magical direct?
A new 2D Zelda.
New?
Similar. Yep.
New?
New.
Like a new 2D Zelda.
You know what I do think
2D?
is actually
Yep.
plausible. Like I know I just went, but like to Techno's point, I do really think it's plausible that the Oracle games will be remade in the same style as Link's Awakening.
Capcom would. I don't even know how that would happen because Capcom has those kids locked in a vault somewhere where they give them one drop of water.
Didn't
per month.
Capcom make Link's Awakening?
No.
No.
Capcom took
Hmm.
Link's Awakening, said, "Hey, thanks for giving us all of your code. We're gonna make 2 more games."
That
That's
was
what they did.
Grezzo.
No,
Hmm.
well, Grezzo is the new Capcom when it comes to that. They made Minish Cap, which is why Minish Cap is like also locked in a vault and given like and snack every once in a while because it's not like that game is locked.
Oh yeah.
You know,
I liked Minish Cap. I liked
It's
Minish
great.
Cap quite a
Good
lot.
game.
yeah.
Its
also
pixel art is incredible. Yeah.
if you want to buy it, it's $125 right now.
No, it's not. It's free. I know a guy. I can link you.
FreeMinishCat.com, baby.
Let's go, Techno. Techno, you know my guy.
I
Gotta
do
go-
know your guy.
Download more RAM. Doug, what game is in this
I gotta-
mythical Nintendo Direct that
I
might
gotta
come
pour
out?
one out for our dead friend TB for good. Persona 4, Just for him. just for him.
Ooh, dude, that's another game that just makes so much sense. It makes too much sense.
Yeah. I think Atlas knows that Nintendo is a place for their games too. They just have been holding.
Now that's
so
different.
good.
Strikers didn't do that well on Switch.
Really? Well, yeah, because it's
Well, I
like
mean,
it's
for
not
good
it's not the
reason.
game. It's not the
You
game.
literally put out. It's the sequel. Like you
Isn't
put
it-
the
isn't it-
sequel out.
Isn't Persona 5 Strikers a Hyrule Warriors game?
Yeah, but it plays more like a Persona game than a Warriors game, which is why people love it. Like it is really good.
Oh yeah.
Like I think it takes both Hyrule Warriors and blows them out of the water.
Hmm.
It is so much better.
I've never played a Warriors game that was not Hyrule Warriors, so I definitely would be interested to check out the rest of them. I like Techno's idea of a 2D Zelda just because I'm a big fan of 2D Zeldas. But I don't think that that's something that they'll. I am going to say, and this is going to the Scoots. Like, what is our end of November, early December holiday game? And I'm gonna say that it's actually like a Oh wait, we have Advance Wars. We totally forgot about Advance Wars coming out. 100% forgot about Advance Wars. When's that game?
I mean,
coming out?
I don't want to count. I wasn't really counting remasters, but
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
Advance was.
Yeah. I actually truly believe that they're not done with Smash Brothers. I know that he said he was done with Smash Brothers, but I just don't think Nintendo's gonna let Super Smash Brothers be done. It's too much of a easy system seller.
I don't know when a Fire Emblem character gets announced. I think
It's over.
Nintendo's are gonna let it be done.
Yeah.
And plus, boys, we got the Smash Bros. Killer coming out literally not this Monday, but next Monday.
Let's go,
Nickelodeon
Yeah.
All-Star
Let's go.
Brawl.
Let's
Wow.
go.
I haven't played it yet. Have you played it?
What? How would
Isn't it out? I swear it's
Yeah.
out, right?
I literally
just
said
said.
it. I said not this Monday, but next Monday it will come out.
I've
And you
seen
asked me if I've played it.
I've seen somebody playing it. I've seen
No, you've seen gameplay videos that they've uploaded.
No, I've seen like broadcasters be playing it.
No,
Like, maybe they have early copies or something. I have no idea.
no.
Okay. Maybe it was a Smash Brothers like mod or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, oh, probably.
Yeah. So I am gonna I think the one big thing though that I do want to bring up lastly though, about the whole Zelda thing, because a lot of people have been saying the Legend of Zelda 20th anniversary or whatever, 30th anniversary, what the heck are we in? 40th anniversary? 30th, right?
35th.
35th anniversary is like, you know, we're supposed to get another game or anything like that, but Nintendo today put out another Skyward Sword trailer. They're still putting out marketing material for a game that's been out for all summer because they want it to be a holiday game.
Yeah. Honestly,
Interesting.
kind of lame.
I love the game, but I just wish that we were going to get a little bit more. I mean, I feel like Mario, we really got love for that 35th. Like Mario, we got, not only did we get 2 games, yeah, they were all remasters, but in reality, it was, I felt like we got some fun gimmicks too with,
Well,
like, you know, like Mario 35. That was really fun.
I think the difference that Mario has, that Zelda has, is something I brought up about this. And when you guys were saying like, oh, the 3-pack of Zelda games are much, much longer than Mario games.
Yeah.
Like they just are. Like Zelda like is expansive as hell. Mario is very, very small. So they can fit 3 games easily. I don't think Zelda could.
Well, I mean, I don't know. The data size on the N64, like, I don't think the cartridges were much different in size. There's a Zelda collection that has
No.
4 games on it.
Yeah.
On
Right,
the-
but like that was like a secret thing. Like I like, didn't they like only give that away like special?
Yes.
I think that was a pre-order bonus for
Right.
The
That
GameCube.
wasn't
or something like
pre-order
that? Or no, that
pre-order
was a
game.
Master
It was
Quest.
the
I don't know,
pre-order
whatever.
bonus for the GameCube and it had
There
a
you go.
demo of the Wind Waker on it.
right.
There we go.
I don't
Yeah.
think that was a thing that like they would go and sell like today.
Yeah. Well, like the
Like-
No,
format,
yeah.
the format of the games is entirely different. Like, and Mario.
Right. That's
lent
what I'm
itself-
saying. Like what I mean what is like the length of the game. Like,
Mhm.
and I'm not saying like length of game makes it better game. I'm saying like they would lose so much money if they sold like 3 like, how long is I've never played Ocarina of Time.
It's like a
maybe
20-hour
12
game.
hours or something.
Okay.
20 hours.
Yeah,
On your
but-
first playthrough, it's like a 20-hour game.
Yeah, probably.
But
But
Mario
yeah, but, like-
64 on the other hand is like half that in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like all the Mario games are pretty short. You can beat
Well,
all
it-
of them in a
And
couple
for the
sittings.
35th, like getting more love for the 35th, and with you couldn't do like a Zelda 35, I don't think, in the same way. And like they learned a lot from
No,
Mario
we-
Maker as
I-
well.
I
just the
think we
format
They
of
definitely
it.
did a
should've-
symphony on the 25th. The 25th had like a nutcase amount of stuff. They did a whole symphony. They released like a crazy. I mean, I know it was
I
25.
definitely think we should have got more for the Zelda 35th.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what more. I agree with Scootish that I don't think the 35th anniversary gimmick like cartridge was gonna happen, but I do think that we could have gotten some more just like generic like, hey, Zelda love, you know, like
You know what we could have gotten?
What?
Could have gotten
What?
Zelda Maker. Zelda Maker would have been sick.
yeah.
I mean,
expand.
We
I
have
think
that.
they piloted that in the Link's Awakening remake with the
No,
Tom
but-
Pay
I loved
dungeon
it.
thing, and that sucked.
Really,
Right,
I loved
no
it. I thought it
fun.
was great.
They did a bad job, but if it was like as open as Mario Maker, like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm talking strictly 2D Zelda. The styles would be like classic Zelda, like Link's Awakening DX, like on the Game Boy. Maybe 4 Swords art style, not gameplay, because that is more than I'm asking for. and then the new Link's Awakening version. You know,
So
like
only
those
top
4
down.
art styles, only top down.
Okay.
I think you could have
That'd
had a
be fun.
game there. I think it would have been easy. Like literally, it's just a dungeon. You make a dungeon. Like that's the level.
Yeah, it would be like combat focused or puzzle focused, and
Yeah.
you probably
Yeah.
have seen some very interesting like puzzle design and like encounter design.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
something.
That would
Now
that
let's
would
move
be
on
is
because
like
I have penne alla vodka coming.
yeah. Oh yeah. No, definitely. But I agree with you. I feel like that would be like a Zelda. That would be a streamer's dream. That would be infinite. Like just like Mario Maker.
It's just like Mario Maker, you know.
Yeah, but like
That's all it is.
Hey, I'll do your dungeon. Try to stump me. You know, I'm the master. You know. Anyway, question times. Final segment. Question times, guys. Get your questions in. Last chance to get your questions in. Exclamation point Q to get us in here. First question is Techno. Do you have any future movie editing plans after your wild success of your movie where you made milk?
You know,
You made milk?
Yeah, he made
Techno milk?
Techno milk.
Disgusting.
It is pretty disgusting. As of this moment, I'm gonna give you a tentative no. Now to whoever asked about milk being a wild success, I don't know where you got that information because during our screening we didn't get a single laugh. Not a single person laughed at our comedy movie about milk. So I'm gonna give you a
Ouch.
no for that one. There's
Yeah,
no
you did a
future
bad job.
plans. Hey, I didn't write the script.
Well, do better.
I just edited it.
Okay.
Stop looking at me like that.
I'm not.
Stop
You
it.
don't see
Stop
anything.
it.
I'm not looking at you. All right.
All right.
Techno, what's
Someone
our
else
second question?
asks, what is the worst fear you have about your current job, not including getting fired?
Who wants to go first?
I
I'll
want
go
you to go
first.
first.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Biggest fear
Okay,
about
you
my
go first.
current job is honestly, it's in reality it's just like it's like not it's like under delivering. It's like under delivering on things that I don't have control over. Like it's one of those things where it's just like, you know, I can promise all these things to the client, but if we have like an issue where a member of our team can't get something done or whatever, I'm worried like what are the repercussions of that? Because I feel like everything is so high stakes in our Scoop will probably talk about this, but like I feel like everything is super high stakes right now in our job, and it's one of those things where like f ups can't really happen, you know. Anyway, that's really where I am at, you know.
Word
Techno.
up, word up, word up.
What do you Techno? I mean, Techno also is. We got 3 people that work for the same company here.
Yeah, Techno. Let me tell you, Techno's really fucking up.
Yeah, dude. I remember how you know that person that I was just talking about, somebody under delivering Techno.
He under-delivered today,
Dude,
so I know what you're talking about.
Man, dude.
I actually know the exact project you're talking about.
Oh, I mean
Damn.
this wasn't a jab. This was just in general, but now it is.
Oh no,
Now it's a jab.
I've turned this into a jab.
Okay, it's a
Do
jab.
better.
Now. Okay.
Techno,
I
please
mean,
go on.
I will speak towards the creating content for Jyggy's socials aspect instead of.
We would like to focus on your corporate job right now, Mr. Finn. Thank
Do
you.
you really want me to focus on
Excuse
the
me,
corporate
Jyggy
job?
Media is corporate. What are you talking
Okay,
about?
perfect.
I'll
say
I'll
it.
leak name. I'll leak real name. Don't test me.
Ooh,
My main fear
ooh.
editing Jyggy's videos and you know all the stuff that I do is growing content. It's like the number one thing that content creators struggle with is forming this like I don't want to say fan base, but forming like people that watch your content. They come back and they're pumped to see a new video, whether it's Mario Kart but it's battle mode because no one plays battle mode. That's
so
my
much
biggest
fun.
fear is that like having people come and watch these videos that I put a lot of time into and keeping up with that consistency. And luckily one thing that started to work for us is YouTube Shorts. Let's go. Pump and dump. We're going, baby. There you go. Please take it away.
Very good, Mr. Finn. I don't know. I don't really have any fears at my current job. I kind of just do a good job. Uh, like I don't know. I don't know. My role in the job that Jyggy and I work together is very different from Jyggy's, and I feel like a lot of the pressure is off on me, and I kind of just do what I do, and I get it done, and it's done, and that's what it is. It's not that hard. The job that I also am stressed and worried about all the time is, of course, the content creation side of it, because I'm reeling from Techno's side of things. You know, as much as I do this for fun and like content creation and all that, you can't. I can't help but I can't lie to anyone and say like this isn't a major part of like my income
It's
and
your
like
job.
livelihood.
It's
Yeah,
your job.
no,
You
it's
treat it like a job.
right. It's a job, and I put a lot of work into it. I put a lot of effort into it, and I'm doing as much as I can to like make it more and more legitimate. But the more I do, the more I'm questioning, is this a good idea? Is this like actually a thing that even I can do? So I right now, and after a week of like being in like I don't know if I want to do this anymore. I'm in a spot of, yeah, I absolutely do want to do this. I don't actually care about anyone other than like my enjoyment. And that's kind of the wave that I'm on right now. And it has made me feel happier. And I've noticed I've been doing better shows, but still, I'm still thinking and I'm still looking, am I good enough though? And I don't know if I'll ever get that answer. And that's
Goes
just
through
part of
everybody.
that is part of just like content creation as a whole.
I think everybody feels that way though. Like, am I
Yeah,
good
no,
enough? It's like,
100%, 100%. That's just kind of content creation. Like you always have to ask because like every single day is a new day where like either a returning person or a new person uploads content or starts streaming, and you are replaceable. There is no reason that Twitch.tv needs Scootish every day. There's not. You don't. Uh, I'm extremely eternally grateful for everyone that like watches me, listens to the show, because it means a lot to us. But if you say that we're like the only good podcast out there, you're insane. That's crazy. We're not. Uh, we are all replaceable, and that's fine. And it's just grappling with and accepting that, you know, mortality, I suppose.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well said.
Well, that was hard
Deep.
to follow.
Deep.
I have a lot of thoughts. I have a lot
Yeah,
of thoughts.
for sure. I mean, for me, it's like, I mean, there's always imposter syndrome, like, always feeling kind of, insecure, inferior around people. To Jiggy's point of like, what if, you promise a client something and then, you can't deliver on it as well as maybe you thought you could have or whatever. My problem typically is that like salespeople or managers tend to promise things to clients that then I have to, cash the checks that they write verbally. And that's always my fear is that they kind of oversell what you're capable of, and you have to sort of either adjust expectations or overwork yourself in order to meet expectations. So that's kind of my fear.
Yeah. All right, Techno, next question.
What is your game of the year for this year? Jiggy, you can go ahead and spearhead this one. So I need some time.
That's so hard. That's so game of the year for this year. Does it have to be something that just came out this year? Like how
Probably.
do
I
you want to
hope not.
structure this? We got to make a
I
rule.
rarely play games in the year that they came
Yeah,
out.
I feel like can we just make it like game of the year that we played this year? That doesn't necessarily have to be the game that
That's
like
what I'm
came out.
planning to do. I literally don't
Why
think I
not?
played a game
Like
that came out
I'm
this
trying to
year.
figure out like what brand new game I played this year, 2021. You know, like that was that like substance because my I'll just say it like my game of the year this year that I played fully that I literally said is actually probably one of the best games ever made is Hollow Knight. I played Hollow Knight, beat the game, beat it like, beat the true final boss, truly like was just mesmerized by how amazing the game was. And it's one of those things where I cannot stress enough how amazing that game is. I know it didn't come out this year, but I did stream it this year. I did play it this year and wow. Hollow Knight.
Okay, game of the year, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
I haven't played it.
For
Yeah,
me, it's very hard.
I don't
Like,
have a
was just looking
PS5,
through-
bro. I can't play it,
I've been looking through like the list of games that I beat this year, and like I played a few, but like I can't think of any that like maybe was like the best or whatever. I put a lot of time into Final Fantasy X. Really liked that. Great game. Very enjoyable. So maybe that one.
Yeah.
Techno.
I'd have to say Skyward Sword HD. Like I have never played the original Skyward Sword, and so going into this with a completely refreshed look at it, where text is faster, my bad, doesn't bother you as much. Like all the improvements have just made this first playthrough like magical. Honestly, it's legitimately probably my third best Zelda game, next to like Breath of the Wild and A Link Between Worlds. But the game's sick. It's honestly sick.
Good. I'm glad. Yeah, you're the target audience. Like folks who would have hated the original based on like all the quality of life stuff that wasn't there in the Wii. Very cool.
I think it's possible that the game of the year isn't out yet, too.
Yeah. What do you think?
Dread's coming out soon.
Dread, honestly.
Dread's a contender, but I do really think Ratchet and Clank. I know the meme is like I don't have a PS5, I didn't play it, but like those that did, the game was awesome. Like the game was really, really good. Like really good. I think it's been a light year for games, so it's like kind of like easy to like say what's a contender
Mm-hmm.
and what's not. I think Resident Evil 8 was great. I can't imagine that like doesn't get nominated.
Hades, people really liked.
Yeah,
Hades came out last year. That's last year.
Oh,
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, never mind. See, I don't know these things.
yeah. I was trying to figure out like what games were 2021, but
yeah,
Yeah.
I remember Hades won. It basically swept all that stuff. Next question, very long, so let's get through it here. As a viewer, this frustrates me. I want to know how streamers feel about it. How do you feel when you open the Twitch homepage and it's nothing but music on the front page getting the spotlight, but especially in the rough area of DMCA strikes and stuff going on? For myself, I don't really use the Twitch homepage very much. I usually just go straight to my following page, so I don't notice this. But are you saying it's frustrating in that it's sort of like a disconnect between the fact that music is kind of very scary to stream right now and they're still getting the spotlight, or like do you want to watch games and you're just getting music, or like what's the issue here?
I'm going to kind of go off on the thought that like they mean that they're annoyed that like Twitch is kind of like laughing in the face of DMCA by promoting
Mhm.
music streams.
That's what I was hoping for. maybe.
Yeah, and I kind of get that, but also like it's very clear they're doing that to like show the music industry, look, these streamers like are being promoted.
Mhm.
They're literally not taking your money. Like,
It's free advertising.
yeah. And I think that's in a large part why they were able to come to the conclusion that like we got the email today. Yeah. So I'm assuming that's like why they've been doing it. and I think that's great. I think that's supportive.
Yeah.
But I don't care about the Twitch front page, like, at all.
Mm-hmm.
So put whatever you want there. I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
I don't ever use the Twitch front page. I don't know many people that really do.
I think that front page is used by a lot of like viewers. Like people who don't broadcast use the front page. It's definitely not something to be slept on. But kind of going off of what Scoot said here, and then also kind of bringing in just data that I know, 80% of broadcasts on the front page are like sponsored, meaning that they are paying Twitch to be on the front page by some sort of mega corporation or something. So a lot of the broadcasts that are on the front page, unless it's like a partner showcase, which is usually like if I go to the front page right now, I'll go to the front page right now, and it's a music stream by Bowery Presents. That's a venue that paid Twitch money from Brooklyn to broadcast their shows tonight. All
Oh,
right?
I live near this.
Yes. The next one is Twitch Sports. That is,
Did I just dox myself?
it's Twitch Sports. Okay, like I don't know what to tell you there. It's of course it's gonna be on the front page. The next one is what the heck is this?
Brownies and lemonade.
Yeah, Brownies and
Yeah.
Lemonade Music. I think that's
big music people.
Yeah, those are like big time music people. The next one is Mia Met's Music. I assume that they are
the point stands. It's definitely true that
yes.
There's big promotion of it, and if it is, I mean, it does sound like, as you say, that it's inside baseball, like corporations paying Twitch a bunch of money, so they're gonna secure the bag and put them and promote them there.
But here's the other thing, and this is the thing, because not all of these are sponsored. For example, they are promoting music streamers, but the main reason, and this is something that people don't realize, is Twitch is actively trying to change their face. They do not want to be the gaming website. They want to be the place you can go watch things on the internet. So they feel, and this is just going off of from marketing and what they've been talking about a lot, is if they can make it like nerd culture, pop culture, creativity, and all that stuff, they're going to heavily promote music, because when a normal, I don't want to say a normal person, but like a non-gamer or just somebody who's just on the internet says, I want to find something to watch, if they don't already like video games, they're way more likely to go click on somebody playing the piano or somebody doing a concert,
Definitely there's more appeal.
I understand what they're doing. I think it's going to be hard to do what they're doing because I mean, I don't know if has been streaming recently, but and I'm sure Jyggy won't know who I bring up, but immediately Aiden Ross.
I don't know anybody famous, dude.
Okay, he's
I
a
watch
hype
Scootish.
beast. He's no, you don't.
I do.
He's a hype beast. He's like the dude that like resells like Supreme sweatshirts and whatnot. He's literally one of the biggest streamers on the platform. He's the dude that like is the problem with like gambling streams on Twitch. He's the dude that is promoting the absolutely insane devious licks on TikTok.
Oh no.
People don't like him. People make fun of him. Like, I know he has viewers, but those people are children that play video games. And I don't know, like, he is the only like non-gamer streamer that I can think off the top of my head that's like gymongous. So they have a really hard they have a hard road to go if they want to like do that.
And that's why I think that they're kind of promoting them, I mean, that's kind of the way. I mean, they don't need to promote just chatting, let's just say that. That directory is
like just optimistically, like being kind to Twitch. I think that this is an enormous legal undertaking to sort of address these DMCA issues, and they've got their foot in the door here, but they can't, I guess, talk about it too much, or like because it is a legal thing that they're pursuing here. So I mean, trying not to assume the worst of them, even though they are a big company, and you can probably probably err on the side of doing so, of thinking the worst of them. But they're trying, and it is frustrating. I think that there's sort of this disconnect between how much work it seems like they're doing, before today, before we got that email, versus how much they seem to be promoting music folks. But it seems like they're they're doing something, so it's a start.
Yes.
Cool.
That's all I have to say about that.
Yep, same. Final question, last question. Thoughts on Mega Man Battle Network being on the in the GBA lineup on Switch?
Okay, great. Jyggy, I'm gonna handle this one if you don't mind.
Do it.
So my thoughts on the Mega Man Battle Network on the Switches are go like this. It's just there's a lot of games on the Nintendo's.
He's gone. He just left.
He kicked you out of the.
I didn't. I did not kick him out. He actually just left. Wait a minute. No, he's gone.
Well,
He literally left.
He said.
I can't tell if it was a bit or if he actively just left because he's not in the OBS Ninja anymore.
Yeah, he left both. Did his power die?
I don't know.
Was there like a brownout? What's going on here?
I have no part of me just thinks he did it. Like he just
maybe a bit.
It might have just been a bit.
Pretty good bit.
But let me just quickly. Is he online still?
He
Did you just go live with some Mega Man Battle Network, maybe?
Did you just go? Yeah, I was gonna say.
That would be incredible. That would be quite the answer. Well, all right. Thank you for watching and or listening to Margs with the Boys podcast, episode 15, Garfield Tale of Two Cities.
Yeah.
Kitty.
Yeah. I think that's really it. Techno, give us a little outro.
Before we get into it, I can just say that our next episode will be focused on Metroid. So on October 5th, mark your calendars because the boys will be discussing Metroid as a franchise, upcoming with Metroid Dread releasing that Friday, the 8th. So be sure to tune in. We've got a hot show coming for you.
Great.
Yes.
But with that being said, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I would like to personally, from the bottom of my heart, shout out to our dedicated and awesome 7 audio listeners. I truly appreciate each and every
7?
one of you. 7
Let's
of them.
go.
Yeah.
So
Great.
with that, I think that's it. So thank you.
Alrighty.